if f prime has the same sign to both the left and right of C. When this happens, we say that the point then C is called a point of inflection. So that is what we do to check whether a given point is a relative minimum point or a relative maximum point or a point of inflection. This is the first derivative test, but then we also have second derivative test. Sometimes you can look at that as being simpler to use than using the first derivative test. But then the fourth derivative test is also not challenging. Once you master what I've written down here, the change in sign to the left of the critical point, which you already got by solving the equation f prime equals 0, and then you compute your critical point or critical points. Then you use each of those point or points and check the sign of the derivative of the function to the left of the point C and to the right of the point C. If you have the first box, that means it moves from the negative side, so to the left of the critical point C, the sign of the derivative of the function is always negative. And to the positive side of C, or that means to the right hand of C, your function, the derivative remains positive. So you have this box. Once you have this box, the point C is a relative minimum point. But if you have this point, meaning to the left hand side of the critical point C, the function, its derivative remains positive. And to the right hand side of C, the sign of the derivative of your function remains negative. So you have this box. When you have this box, the point C is a relative maximum point. And then if they have the same sign, what do I mean by being the same sign? That means you have either negative, negative, meaning to the left hand side of C, the derivative of the function is always negative. To the right hand side of C, the derivative of the function is also negative. Then you have a point of inflection. If again, both of them are positive, positive, meaning to the left hand side of C, the derivative is positive, and to the right hand of C, the derivative is also positive, then the point C is a point of inflection. So these are ways you can use to check relative minimum, relative maximum, and point of inflection of a given function at a given point, which you produce by yourself, C, by solving the equation f prime of x is equal to 0. When you solve this, you get your C, and you use C to now check whether you have this box, this box, this box, or this box. Okay. What about the second derivative test? Let's take a look at that quickly. You compute so you compute f prime prime of x. If f prime prime of C is bigger than 0, then the point C is a relative minimum point, is a relative minimum point. Whereas if f prime prime of C is strongly smaller than 0, then C is a relative maximum point. Of the function f. So this is how you apply this. Now, here comes a practice problem. So this is 28. I hope I'm right in the counting. Okay, so I take f f at x, let it be 5 minus 2x plus 2x squared. The question is, find the critical values, or just one value, I don't know, when it's solved, you know, of f, and check if you have a relative minimum or relative maximum points at those critical values, at those critical values. So first find critical values of f and try to classify it as according to what we have done before, whether it is relative maximum or relative minimum. Okay. Another problem is this one. Using the second derivative test, find the critical. First, find the critical value or values of the function of f, where f of x is simply x squared divided by x minus 1. We say hence determine if they yield, okay, hence determine if they yield relative minimum or maximum. Okay, so I believe that if you're able to do all this for now, we would have summarized and everything we did so far in the channel and other things I pointed out outside the channel. Now, addressing this to my students, learning directly from me in the classroom, this is also a good guide to help you walk you through the journey of learning calculus by yourself. If you have questions, like I said, drop it on the comment section, and I will be glad to pick them and address them so you learn better. Do not forget to like the videos, share the videos, and then let your friends know about it. Thank you.